guys, how's it going? Matt here. I'm actually in Ningbo. This is a beautiful little wetland park. I decided to bring the camera out here and record you guys a video. This one is going to be quite special. This is going to be the introduction of my new channel I'm calling Nuance. So as things pop up in the corner or down below, please go to that channel and subscribe if you're interested in checking out my new channel. Let me tell you what it's going to be. Now, during the pandemic, at least in the beginning parts of the pandemic, there was less traveling opportunities, but more story time opportunities. Time for me to share my experiences on the ground, share what China was doing during the pandemic. I went to the United States, I shared what was happening over there. And then slowly I started to evolve into more of a commentator, sharing my perception of different things, cultural, political, everything. And I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed sharing some of the insights. As a traveler, we kind of see the world in a bit of a different way. And so that has given me insight into things that people might not be able to see. Maybe a point of view that other people aren't privy to. And I believe that it's given me added nuance to topics that people seem pretty solid on. It seems like the world is pretty black and white these days. It's either you love or you hate, or this is bad or it's good, or this country is doing something good or it's doing something nefarious, and there's very little in the middle. And through travel, I feel like I've been able to see that middle ground. I'm going to preface this with a disclaimer. I'll not be right on everything. What I share will be my honest opinion and judgment at that time. Sometimes the comment section teaches me something, and on Nuance you can do that. I am going to leave the comment section open on Nuance a little bit more so that we can have some dialogue. I'll try not to block too many people. Obviously, if you get too just shitty, then obviously I'll ban it. Nuance will be an opportunity to separate that sort of new commentator life from the traveling. So JaYoe Nation, this channel will continue to have traveling videos, me going from place to place, me experiencing culture and things on the ground as I'm moving through the world. As a matter of fact, that CCTV video series will be coming up pretty soon. It's been delayed quite a bit, but when it comes out, you'll have a few months of really interesting travels through some really interesting cities in China. And of course, when I do get back on the road, you'll see life on the road and me on my cycle. Nuance, on the other hand, isn't going to be as linear. For example, my YouTube channel here on JaYoe Nation follows my life as I'm going through. So today's video will precede tomorrow's video, and the next video, and the next video. And so they're all sort of linked together by a continuing storyline of me traveling around the world. Nuance is going to be only videos where I have an opinion on a subject. I feel like I want to share that opinion, and I'll use the knowledge of my traveling through the world to kind of share that with you. If you agree with me, join and then share in our shared opinions. If you disagree with me, join. Try to change my mind. But do it smartly. Don't change my mind by calling me an asshole or something. So let's try and be nuanced about this. And if you're on the fence, I really implore you to go, and you can share in my opinion, and maybe it will add some nuance to your thoughts on a subject. I'm not really going to hold back too much. I'm going to talk about a lot about China in the beginning, just because I'm here. I'm an American who's living in China, who's been through all of this stuff, and I feel like China is the brunt of a lot of anger, much of it undeserved. And I want to try to add some nuance to that argument so that people might be able to see a different side of things, and maybe bring you back from the side of so much anger and vitriol towards this country, because I've lived here for 10 years, and you know, so somebody asked me, do you like living there? I mean, I've lived here for 10 years. If I didn't like living here, I shouldn't be here for 10 years. Anyways, go to Nuance, subscribe. It's a new channel, so it's not going to be monetized. You're not going to see ads for a little while. Once I hit 10,000 subscribers, then I'll be able to open up all sorts of options with it. But it's like I'm starting from scratch, which is interesting. In a way, this commentator storyline on JaYoe Nation has provided a lot of traffic to JaYoe Nation. I'm curious to see how many people are going to stay around on this channel who might be simply interested in the commentary. I have a feeling that the JaYoe Nation stats are going to drop down, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. A lot of people think I'm just chasing a dollar, but to be honest, I just want to share my experiences. So the people that stay on JaYoe Nation are there to share in the experiences as I travel. And also, I think by narrowing down the focus back down to only travel on JaYoe Nation, it'll actually do better in the long run, because you won't have people angry about some sort of an opinion I have in my talkie videos and saying, you know, screw it. I like to see him travel, but I don't want to hear him spew his craziness. And I also think that Nuance will grow quite better than it has on JaYoe. I think I see the growth there going well, because I will talk about some divisive topics, and you know, today divisive topics are the order of the day. So I think that people are going to be going to Nuance and getting what they want from Nuance, and it'll grow as a commentary sort of opinionative channel, and JaYoe will grow as a traveling love life kind of channel. And by separating those, this one can rise on its own and this one can rise on its own, instead of, you know, complicating things by crossing them over. So that's my hope. And we're gonna get through this together. I don't know if you guys know this, but I have channels here in China. My Toutiao, my Douyin, my Bilibili, my Xiaohongshu. All of these channels are growing like crazy here in China, and in a very short time, like 4 months. And I'm gonna be curious to see how YouTube responds, an American platform or a Western platform responds to me taking this new channel project and going off. I'm going to give it a college try, and we'll see. We'll cover a lot, like I said, we'll cover a lot of topics. They won't all be political. They'll be cultural, they'll be political. Some of them will be fun. I'm going to infuse some live streams. I've got a guy named Jerry who is a cycle traveler through China. He has very strong opinions about China. He's sort of a pro-China voice in this whole thing. I've got Daniel Dumbrill who wants to talk. I've got Cyrus Jansen. I've got obviously my friend Lee Barrett. And if you're interested in talking on this channel, please come on. I actually have a friend, Matt Hoover. I didn't talk to you about this, but Matt, it'd be nice if maybe I could have you on, and maybe we could do a talk every so often. Matt actually has some opposing views to mine, and I welcome that. Maybe even I'll welcome some people who have opposing views to me if they're willing to jump on. Yeah. So I'm gonna put a video as soon as I finish this. I'm going to open up another video, and I'm going to do the first Nuance video. I've preloaded Nuance with about 30 or 40 episodes from JaYoe Nation. So if you notice some videos just disappeared from this channel, it's just because I moved them over to the new channel to give that some momentum. Because a lot of those videos I think fit better on Nuance than they did on JaYoe Nation. That's the whole point, is to try and separate it off. So go to the Nuance. I didn't delete the videos from my old channel. I actually never deleted a video. I might have just unlisted it so that people can't see it when they go to my channel, like just browsing. But the links for the old videos are actually on Nuance. So if you go to Nuance, look in the description on those videos, it'll say original video from blah, blah, blah date, blah, 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 link. And then you can go to that other video, because, I mean, obviously the views on Nuance are going to be small. We're starting fresh. And so, so that's the way that's going to be. Please go to the channel, like, subscribe, share if you like. If you don't like, don't like. I haven't really had success managing 2 channels at the same time. It's a lot of work, actually, more than people might think. But I'm going to keep Nuance videos very simple. There's going to be no musical overlays. Maybe I'll pull clips. I do plan to pull some clips from some of my voices on the other side. I'm going to say it, you know, I'm going to definitely talk about some things pertaining to my old friend Winston, Serpent ZA. He's going to get a fair share of commentary on the new channel. I'm not going to attack him personally. I'm going to try to listen. You guys know me. I'm a pretty emotional guy, so there have been times I've gotten emotional, and I defend myself, and you know, I will continue to do that. I will try to make sure that everything I say has context to it and nuance. And if I, you know, I've been accused of, you know, there he goes, you know, apologizing again. You know, he just continues to butt himself into topics that, you know, he's not the focus of. Well, I thought that I was in focus in a lot of those conversations, and I think I had a voice in those conversations. And as far as apology goes, that's one of the things you're going to get from me. If I'm wrong and I'm called out and an opinion is so strong on the other side of whatever opinion I have that I'm pulled over, you'll see me change my view, and you'll see me come on the channel, and you'll see me make a video that'll either be adjusting my view, talking about my previous view and what's added to it in order for me to change. But we should be pliable. You know, that's the whole point of nuance. As you add nuance to one side or the other, you can shift it in one direction or another. And so I'm hoping that nuance provides people with some context that can shift their view from one way to another. You know, I found when I did those coronavirus videos during the pandemic, I shifted a lot of people's views on what was going on here. I made them prepared. You know, they had an idea that the virus is China. Screw it. It's not. It doesn't have anything to do with me. And by adding the nuance of the situation on the ground, adding my story, it gave their context a little bit more nuance and allowed them to say, oh, maybe we should be worried. Oh, this is an asymptomatic. That's what that means. Even before people really understood what that meant, they were kind of watching my video and seeing what we were going through, and it added some context in order for them to be prepared. And that was really powerful. The people that I was able to, you know, provide some preparedness to really appreciate it, and God, that was so appreciative of me. So hopefully we can all grow together on this new channel, and if you have some ideas or thoughts for topics, please leave so. I have a ton of topics I've gathered over the last year or two while this pandemic thing has been going on, and just some notes on topics that weren't necessarily specifically travel related, but were more cultural, societal, you know, political. You know, as you're seeing the world, you'll learn that, you know, the American system isn't perfect. And that's the other thing. I'm going to be hard on my home country. I'm going to be hard on a lot of countries. I'm going to be hard on China as well, even though you don't think so. Together, you know, hopefully we can make something. You know, listen, if parents that don't punish your kids end up with rowdy kids. But if you are stern with your kids and you give it to them straight, you tell them they're doing wrong when they're doing wrong, you give them some solutions to problems based on what you've seen in the world, then your kid's going to grow up well balanced. And that's what I want to do with I mean, I don't think I have an influence on a country, but maybe I have an influence on certain individuals, and that individual influence can spread over time and maybe do some good. So look forward to seeing you there. If you please stay on JaYoe Nation, we got a lot coming. But go ahead and join Nuance. I'm thinking that the video frequency on this channel is going to slow down a little bit when I do get restarted. Maybe a couple or 3 videos a week. The Nuance, I'm thinking like 2 videos a week, and then a live stream on the weekend, like a Nuance live stream where we can do a Q&A and stuff and more. Actually, live streams will fit much better on Nuance than they do on JaYoe Nation, just because JaYoe Nation is linear, so I move forward. I might be 2 or 3 weeks or even a month ahead in the storyline on JaYoe, and then I'll do a live stream, and everybody's gonna be like, whoa, I thought you were in Malaysia, but this is in Thailand, or I thought you were, you know? So that'll be cool. Nuance live streams will probably be the best live streams that I'm able to deliver, just because they'll be, you know, there's no timeline on Nuance. It's just topical. So I look forward to it. Thanks to all my friends who have been supportive to me over the years. Thanks to all my subscribers that have been supportive to me over the years. And let's see how this thing goes, huh? I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of nervous and excited. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. So like, subscribe, share, comment. Leave some suggestions in the description below. And yeah, go over to Nuance, because I'm actually going to launch this video about now, actually. So I'm going to launch the Nuance video at the same time as this one, so that when you go to Nuance, the new one will be fresh over there. It'll be a continuation of probably me sitting in the same spot talking about something. I think I'm going to talk about why people hate China and how I understand that. That's been something I've kind of wanted to talk about. So take it easy, JaYoe. Thank you very much, and we'll catch you on the Nuance. Add a little nuance to your life. JaYoe.